My name is George Matheson, producer from Stonewall and Director at Large for Manitoba Pork Council, and today I'm going to speak to you on the pig code and the impacts that it will have on producers in Manitoba. The directive was received from Canada Pork Council to the National Farm Animal Council in the fall of 2010 that the code of practice for pig production in this country needed to be reviewed. So it's been going on now for 2.5 years. And initially this review was supposed to take place every 5 years, and any changes were to take place every 10 years. So it's been 20 years in fact since the pig code's been reviewed, so this is long overdue. And we've got approximately, I think it's 10 members on this committee, and they come from all parts of the industry. There are producers, processors, CFI reps, CFIA reps, CPC reps, transporters, a member of the Humane Society. It covers the gamut from Manitoba. We have Miles Bodan, staff rep, and Mike Sheridan, veterinarian. And there are a number of issues that are very controversial and some not so. I'm going to touch on a few of those right now. One of them is pain mitigation, and as of July 1st, 2019, any tail docking and castration processes will need anesthetic for any pigs at all. Immediately when the code comes into effect, any pigs over the age of 14 days will need anesthetic for those two procedures. Enrichment is something that has been discussed in regards to the code, but it will not entail anything really outside of ordinary practices on most hog farms. I think a lot of farmers were concerned that straw would be necessary, and that of course would not work in most modern day hog facilities. So that kind of a change won't have very much impact. But a couple of changes that will have a great deal of impact on producers and have been very heavily discussed are space allowance. Right now there will be more space required. There will be some leeways. In fact, I believe it's 15% for nursery pigs and 10% for growers, and 5% add to that if records are kept and there are no noticeable adverse effects to the pigs as they are growing because of those decreases in pig space. But there are some producers who feel that it will be difficult to continue raising pigs at the size they are today in the future if the new regulations come in. Probably the most debatable part of the pig code, though, will be loose gestation sow housing. That's being debated right across the country, effective July 1st, 2024. It will be expected that gestating sows after 35 days of pregnancy will have to be held in loose housing facilities. And so that will mean approximately 80 days of the gestation period. I think people, especially the people who are not familiar with swine husbandry, need to always remember that we are dealing with pregnant sows. And pregnant sows are very different from other pigs in that what they want most is a non-competitive environment, and that's what we are trying to provide. And if we go back to loose housing, we are going back to where we started. We started there. That did not provide the necessities that these pregnant sows needed, so we moved to individual stalls to provide them with that non-competitive atmosphere. Now we're being asked to go back to loose housing. So if we do go back there, it will have to be a system that's well thought out, and it is just not a change that can take place overnight, and I think the general public really has to realize this. We are hoping that all producers in the province report during the public comment period running from June 1st to August 3rd of this year and participate fully with their views on what the proposed pig code might be. And we are also encouraging producers in this province to meet at the public forums. They are June 24th in Steinbach, June 25th in Port Perry, to gain more information on the pig code and its effect on their production facilities. Best of luck to all producers, and I hope that you participate fully in the pig code meetings upcoming.